Hey everyone, it's Caitlin. I'm sorry I did not post yesterday. I had a bunch of drama going on, and I just didn't feel like posting after that. I was feeling drained. So today I will be posting the video of my patron Goddess Bast. Then I'll be posting later the daily reading for today, and hopefully tomorrow I can get around to posting a video of Anubis, my patron god. So today, let's begin. And I have my notes with me, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm referring to, because I'm not good with numbers and dates. And I have to look at my handwriting very carefully. Um, so Bast was worshipped as early as 2890 BCE. For those of you who don't know history abbreviations, BCE stands for before the Common Era. And so the other names of Bast are Bastet, et, which makes it the feminine form. And then she goes by Ubasti, Ubasti. And the Greeks, I might be butchering it, is Aleros. Aluros. Like I said, I'm not good with those kind of foreign words. But it's spelled Ailuros, and basically means cat, from my research. So in her family, she is the daughter of Ra and the possible sister of Sekhmet. Because Sekhmet was the lion-headed goddess of war and medicine. And historical experts say that she's possibly related to Sekhmet, because in the earliest depictions of her, she is pictured with a lion head, and on jars that contain her cartouche, which means her cartouche translates as Lady of the Perfume Jar. Usually when they find that inscription, it is with a lioness on it. So that's what they're considering. That's what they describe her as being in relation to Sekhmet. And but she got the cat head later on, when cats were domesticated, because they protected the grains and the harvest from vermin like snakes, rats. So that is pretty cool, especially when considering that Ra is depicted in the Book of the Dead of the Book of the Dead, as a cat. He is labeled as Ra the Great Tomcat under the Ishid tree, slaying Apophis. Apophis was the snake of chaos that would bring about the end of the world if he swallowed Ra. And Ra had to slay him every night to get through the underworld, the 12 gates of night. And in the New Kingdom, she was seen as a consort and wife of Thoth, which is spelled Ptah. The P is silent. Thoth was an old creator god, and from that union, they had a son, Ma'ais. I might be butchering that as well. It's spelled Ma'Ahes. He was a lion-headed deity and the god of war and protector of the priests of Ammon. And so that would be considered a triad in ancient Egypt. A triad usually consists of a wife, a husband god, and the child god. Or in some cases, the pharaoh, like when you see Isis and Osiris as the parents of the pharaoh, because they believe the pharaoh was the human embodiment of Horus. So Bast was the goddess of cats, of course, pregnancy and childbirth, because of uh, how fertile and how many kittens the cats had. And she was worshipped in in Bubastis. That was her main cult center. Cult center is where she was mainly worshipped, uh, and which was located on an island in the Nile Delta that is not now known as Zagazig. Um, and because Bast was considered a Leonine goddess, the temple was situated in a type of lake called an Ishiru, which is a lake for Leonine goddesses like Mut, Sekhmet, those types. And there was actually a law in ancient Egypt that of course, did not apply to the priests and priestesses of Bast. That went like this: that if you killed a cat, whether on accident or on purpose, you would receive the death penalty. Because they did not want Bast to become mad at people, because she was also the goddess of the harvest, because her father was Ra. And so they used this law a lot against the Romans. According to one famous historical Roman historian, Herodias, I might be butchering names. Uh, he described a scene where a Roman soldier accidentally ran over a cat in his chariot. A group of people saw it, formed a mob, and went to the soldier's house and tried to get in to kill him. A priest tried to stop them to keep the peace between the Romans and Egyptians, but the mob had their way. Who at that time nobody really liked the Romans anyway, so one less Roman soldier to them was no big deal. Uh, and there was a festival for Bast. That was like the highlight of the year because there was more wine drinking than on other festivals. The only people that could participate were men and women. Women at the time could go full naked if they wanted to at this festival, but the only rule with that was they could not cheat on their husbands. And what was usually done, besides the enormous amount of wine drinking, men and women would play music, dance, sing, basically have a good time. So that is what I could find out, as much as I had time yesterday due to drama. Uh, but I will be posting my daily reading sometime soon, and I will see y'all next time.